With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins. There's a slight chance of snow with a disturbance lifting to the northeast tonight. Any accumulations will be very light, maybe around a dusting to a half inch. Overnight lows once again dipping down to around zero. Tomorrow, a transition to much warmer temperatures with highs in the 20s to the low 30s. Our highs top out in the 40s to around 50 on Saturday. Sunday, even warmer as a surge of moisture helps to warm our highs into the 50s, even some 60s in Kansas. Rain and some thunderstorms are possible Sunday through Sunday night when a cold front drops to the south. Beyond Sunday, the forecast turns dry with seasonal highs in the 40s and the 50s. In the long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures start at seasonal to slightly warmer than normal levels the middle part of next week. Slightly cooler than normal temperatures are likely late next week through March 8th. Above normal precipitation is indicated for Nebraska and Kansas Tuesday through March 8th, especially 8 to 14 days from now. Checking the drought monitor, most of Nebraska is locked in moderate to severe drought. Coverage of extreme to exceptional drought remains the same at 40% of Nebraska, including the southwest, the southern third of the panhandle, much of the north central, and all of the northeast. Kansas improved 6 percentage points to 13% drought-free, but much of eastern Kansas drought-free to abnormally dry. North central Kansas, along with the northwest and southeast corners, are in moderate to severe drought. Extreme to exceptional drought coverage in Kansas dropped 2 percentage points to 53% and includes much of western Kansas and the southern third. Key weather factors in the markets include active weather in the U.S., more dryness in Argentina, and the continuation of heavy rain for Brazil. A late winter storm crossing the Great Lakes gradually weakens and reaches northern New England by early tomorrow. Frigid conditions across the northern plains and upper Midwest peak tomorrow morning, with many locations reporting temperatures colder than 20 below. Across the northern plains, the very cold air is increasing stress and feed requirements for livestock. The cold moderates over the weekend, but may stay below normal through next week. More harsh cold is expected for the northern plains the week after next. Early next week, a storm could result in rain and thunderstorms across the central and southern plains, along with rain and wet snow in the Midwest. In Brazil, rain continues to delay the soybean harvest and second crop corn planting, putting corn at risk when it pollinates during the dry season. Argentina's terribly dry conditions continue to be a concern for immature corn and soybeans. Rain is likely to be limited the rest of this month and the early half of March, keeping the stress high for crops. Another burst of heat next week could add to the stress of Argentina crops. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.